This is a demonstration on how to use the TLO website, and this video is going to feature finding bills authored by your legislator or all bills that have been submitted to date and legislative statistics. So we're going to go to the internet. We need to go to the home page of the Texas Legislature online website. I have it bookmarked up here. And if you don't already have this bookmarked, do a Google search for Texas Legislature online up here, and this web address should show up in your search, which is capitol .state.tx.us. So we'll start with the home page, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at bills that your legislator has authored, whether it be a House representative or a state senator. The current date right now is the middle of December 2014. So we are going to address how to find a legislator's pre-filed bills. The elections were November 4th. The actual session does not start until January 13th, but all 181 legislators down in Austin, that's 150 House reps and 31 state senators, they could begin a pre-filing period the following Monday after the November 4th election. So November 10th of 2014 was the first date that pre-filed bills for the 84th legislative session could begin. So I'm interested in finding my House reps and my state senators pre-filed bills. So we're going to start with my state House rep, which you go over here to the column on the left under the Texas House, and you click on Members. And the page is going to be just a little bit slow loading. I'm going to close this URL because we're going to be opening several tabs here. And you need to be sure that this drop-down menu reflects the legislative session in which you are searching. Currently on my computer, the default will show the 83rd legislature because that's really the active legislature right now. It's December of 2014. The 84th legislature hasn't taken their seats. They'll take their seats on January 13th. So be sure that this drop-down menu is reflective of the session in which you're searching. My House representative is Jody Laubenberg. So if I click on Laubenberg, and then I go over here to Bills Authored, it shows me that as of today, the report date being December 12th, 2014, no bills have been authored. So Jody has not pre-filed any bills according to this report date. So I'm going to close this tab. I'm going to go back to the home page of the TLO, and I will show you a member who has filed some bills and what that will look like. Again, this is the 84th legislature. Let's go to Jeff Leach. He's another Collin County legislator. Let's click on Bills Authored. And he has pre-filed 15 bills. And scrolling down this page, you can see all 15. He's actually authored, it looks like, 14 bills and one House Joint Resolution. So in order to read these bills, I will click on one. Let's click on this one, House Bill 202. And that will open up another tab to what is called the Bill Lookup page. Why is it called the Bill Lookup page? Well, if you see right here in this URL, it says Bill Lookup, and then you have history behind that. That's because we're on the History tab of these several tabs that are an option. So it takes us to the Bill Lookup page with the History tab open. Now to read this bill, you click on the Text tab, and then you can read the bills in either a PDF format, an HTML format, or a Microsoft Word format. We're going to open the PDF, and this is a one-page bill, and this bill opens up here, and it gives you the entirety of the bill as it has been proposed and submitted. Also note on the PDF version, you have these embedded links here in blue. This is reveal, this is referring to the, let's see, the State Highway Fund. This is amending the tax code. So it's referencing this part of the tax code. If you click on that, it will open up that part of the tax code that this bill is proposing to amend. So the PDF format is really good to use because it will immediately take you to these different parts of any code that the bill possibly proposes to amend or change. So that is how you get to a bill that is authored by your legislator. Now that was in the House. Let me show you where the Senate is. You go down here just below the Texas House or the Texas Senate members. You click on members. My state senator is Van Taylor, so I'll go over here. And again, make sure that it says the 84th Legislature. And I'll click on Van Taylor and bills authored. And here are his bills. If I click on Senate bill, he's authored 11 as of this report date. Senate Bill 109. Click on the text, click on the PDF, and here's his bill. This is a 10-page bill. This is page 1 of 10. And again, you can go down through here. Any underlined verbiage is a proposed amendment, and any strike-through verbiage is where the bill is proposing to strike words and possibly replace them with the underlined words. And again, you can click on any of these blue text and it will take you to that particular code that this bill is proposing to change, amend, or whatever it proposes to do. So that's for bills that are authored by your legislator. Now how about, let's go back to the Home tab, how about all bills that have been submitted to date? Well, for that you go to this middle column under additional searches. Right down here there's a link to reports. Click on reports. And there are two tabs up here, bills by reports, and what we're looking for is general reports. Click on that tab. And then you go down here to legislature based, and again on this drop down menu be sure that it shows the legislative session in which you're searching, and we can find all the bills that have been filed in the House as of today. And here's the report date, December 12th, 2014. There have been a total number of 570 bills authored just in the House. All right. And let's go and find out how many have been authored in the Senate. If you click on Filed Senate Bills, there have been a total of 204 as of today. And this is for the 84th Legislature regular session. So that's how you can find that. Now, one more interesting statistic that you might want to look at. Let's go back to the home page. And, well, actually it was on that same page. If you go back to the reports under additional searches, again go to the general reports tab. Down here where it says legislative statistics, click on that. And again, this is as of December 12th, 2014. You have in chronological order, beginning with the soonest, here you have the 84th regular session, which says 2015. Of course, the session doesn't start until January 13th of 2015, but these are all of the bills that have been filed to date. You have 453 House bills, you have 8 House concurrent resolutions, 33 House joint resolutions, 76 House resolutions, and then over here in the Senate, the same statistics. Here, they total just the bills for you, and you have a total of 644 bills. That is excluding your different types of resolutions. But all of the actions totaling together is 774. And as you can see, you can scroll down here and it will give you the 83rd legislative, it will give you the third called session, the second and the first called session, And then here's your 83rd regular session with all of their statistics. And this goes all the way back to the 72nd regular session back in 1991. So there you have that. And if you want to know what is the difference between a House bill, a concurrent resolution, a joint resolution, a resolution, let me show you how to find that. If you go back to the TLO homepage, and if you go over here to the right column, under Legislative Process, click on Glossary, and let's make this a little bit larger. If you scroll down, this is actually part of a 73-page report. And let me go down here to Glossary. It should have opened up on the Glossary page. Maybe this will, yeah, that'll flip me right to it. Let's make this a little bit larger. I'm going to close this. And starting with Act, you have approximately 20 pages of terms, glossary terms. So if you wanted to know what a joint resolution is, type it up here. Oh, let me show you how to find that. You'll open up this document here, and to get a search box for you, click your Control button plus F, and that should open up a text box somewhere on your screen. So let's find out what a joint resolution is. And this will go straight to all of the text that has joint and resolution in it. I'm going to click Next, Next, Next. Or you could just scroll down alphabetically to the joint resolution, which it looks like we're probably going to want to do that. And here is your joint resolution, and this will explain to you what a joint resolution is. How about a concurrent resolution? Here it is right here, concurrent resolution. This will tell you what a concurrent resolution is. And how about just a resolution? Let's go down. I went too far. Just a resolution. Here's the definition of a resolution. So I hope you found that to be helpful, and I hope you can use it during this 84th legislative session.